gonna be okay.
We'll be ready. And you know the best thing about the future? It hasn't happened yet.
Hi guys, welcome back to Pattern Time. Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be reviewing Madam Web, which came out not too long ago. So obviously it's a Sony movie, it's not necessarily Marvel. And yeah, we're going to get straight into it and talk about what we thought. So, yeah, how did we find it? What do you guys think?
Well, I don't think we're any different to how it seems everybody felt about this film. They thought it was poor. And as much as we were engaged in the film, there wasn't much to it.
Yeah.
There wasn't much to it.
I can agree with that, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the film was okay. I think the biggest, I think Dakota Johnson, which obviously, as we all know, and as you guys probably know, that's watching this video, she came from, well, I know her from 50 Shades. Yeah. Which I think there's two of them. So obviously that's where I know her from. And obviously in that sense, she was not the right person for this role.
Yeah, I agree.
I know that actors they want to try a bit of everything, but to me they could have gotten someone much better than her to play Madam Web.
I agree.
So I think that's where they went wrong. Firstly, and then I think the biggest problem with the movie, I think, was the trailers was quite misleading.
Yeah, absolutely.
In terms of the three girls, and I don't remember their names.
Yeah,
but, you know, I was looking forward to seeing a whole universe of Spider people.
Yeah, and that was a big part. The fact that we basically didn't see anything.
We didn't see anything.
What you saw in the trailer is what you got in the film.
The action.
Yeah, of those three girls.
Yeah.
And that was the annoying part, was that they could have given us more and they didn't. No. And that was what was annoying. That all we got was flashbacks or flash forward. Sorry.
Yeah.
Flash forward.
Of what they will become.
Yeah.
That's what they will become.
And that's just not good enough for a superhero film.
Yeah, that was disappointing.
It's not good enough.
So the whole movie they were running
Yeah, because they're not at that stage. And then even that, and then obviously with Madam Web, obviously, I agree with Sarai. I don't believe Dakota should have done it. I think there could have been much better options for them to have chosen. Whether or not they chose her because she was already a name, I don't know. But I feel like she wasn't the right fit.
No,
definitely. I don't think she was the right fit. And then on top of that, she also didn't do much either.
Yeah.
When you think about it, yes, she was the one getting those visions, and she was the one preventing things from happening because that's her power. But then even then, it was very monotone at times.
Yeah.
And it's like she's just reading off the lines, off the script.
I think it's just because they didn't give the movie enough substance.
Yeah.
It was just repetitive. It was always the same thing.
Of the things that are to come.
And obviously the guy, the villain, he's going to die. Continuously chasing the three teenagers.
Yeah, because he's going to die by then.
It was just repetitive. He finds them, loses some stupid way. She saves the day. They go on the run again.
Then
it was
he
just
finds them
repetitive.
again.
It was quite a short film as well. So they had to do a backstory and everything all in an hour and a half. I think it was. So it just looked a bit rushed.
It was very short.
It was just a bit rushed. Short. They didn't give him a thought. But once again, it's a whole point about Sony having to release stuff that they've got ownership of because they can't really get to release what they want to.
Because that's what we heard recently, that they have to do.
They have to release
something spider related.
Yes. And
because that's what they've got.
This one was rushed.
So obviously we heard that. And then we also heard that apparently Sony originally wanted, I think it was Tom Holland Spider-Man, didn't he?
Yeah.
To be in the movie, one of them.
I think it was Tom Holland.
No, it was Tom Holland because he's a Marvel.
Yeah.
In the MCU. Yeah. So they wanted him, and Kevin Feige refused.
Yeah.
And I heard that they approached Andrew Garfield and he turned it down.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, obviously, I don't know why Andrew Garfield would turn that down anyway. But to be honest, for them to request Tom Holland or whatever, it's quite silly anyway, because you've already got the other two Spider-Mans in your universe. You've got Tobey Maguire and you've got Andrew Garfield. So utilise them.
True.
Okay, if Andrew Garfield said no, whatever, try Tobey. And you've literally got you've got an Amazing Spider-Man 3 coming out, and you've got a Spider-Man 4 coming out with those Spider-Man. So utilize them.
It just all went
This
wrong.
is nothing to do with the MCU, so
And-
of course Tom Holland's not gonna link to that.
And I think, if I remember rightly, we knew nothing about Madam Web.
Not
One
me.
minute there was a trailer, next minute the film's coming out in the next few months.
Yeah.
You know, it's just
Yeah,
like it
yeah.
was just
Very late we got the trailer.
and just rushed. There wasn't even we had no idea it was even coming up, and then bang, trailer.
Yeah.
Few months, it's going to be released. So
and I think this is, I think that's the problem with the Sony movies.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I don't know what you guys think, but with me, they had Venom 1 and Venom 2. They had Morbius. Those are the ones I'm thinking of, right? Now, the way I see it is, these characters are all linked to Spider-Man.
Yeah.
That's where they come from. They come from the Spider-Verse. Not the Spider-Verse, but, you know, they're Spider-Man people, right? Yeah. So, I don't understand how you're making these movies without Spider-Man. It doesn't make any sense. Now, I know that they have stories in themselves, because they're separate characters, but, okay, like, think about it, like, you guys, and what do you guys think as well? Because Venom, even though Venom has his own story, Venom, when people think about Venom, they think of Spider-Man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's the same with Morbius.
Yeah, it's true.
At least Venom can be a standalone character in himself, but nobody talks about Morbius without Spider-Man.
It's true.
But the thing is that they're looking to address that, because my understanding for Venom 3, there's going to be an appearance of Spider-Man, and also in Craven they've teased a spider element.
Yes.
Whether or not he's in it or not is another matter.
Yeah.
So they're trying to introduce it. And to be honest, they wanted to do it for Madam Web.
But they did.
But if there was a letdown and they couldn't get what they wanted, they just thought, okay, well, let's just get it out.
And do you know what? It's really because Venom is probably what kick-started this idea of having standalone villain films.
It was.
Venom started it off, and obviously Venom was a success.
Yeah.
It was a success. So it probably kicked off their idea of utilizing the Spider-Man villains as well as standalones. And yes, it works with Venom, but it doesn't mean it's always going to work.
Yeah. And that's why,
and that's the thing that they're probably not clocking on.
And that's why I think naturally the Sony universe is messy. The Sony universe is messy because there's no Spider-Man.
And that's why they're trying to neaten it up by creating this Spider-Verse. So like with Marvel, where we had the Infinity Saga, and the Phase 1, 2. Now they're trying to do the same, but Spider-Man, because all they have is Spider-Man and his villains. Yeah. So now they're trying to do this Spider-Verse where Madam Web is Marvel's Thanos. So with Marvel we had Thanos, and Sony is Madam Web being the behind it all, basically, of this Spider-Verse. That's what they're trying
which
to...
I think that's good. I think it sounds good, and I think it's got good potential, but only if Spider-Man's in it.
It has to be. And they've got two Spider-Mans in their universe.
Yeah.
Andrew and Toby.
Yeah.
And you've also got Venom. Obviously he's not Spider-Man, but you've got... there's potential.
Yeah, so as long
whether
as
they do it right, but there's potential to kick, because Spider-Man's big and his villains.
If I remember
they've
rightly,
got potential.
There was no teaser.
No, the teaser was her in the chair, and she was blind, I believe.
Yeah. And she saw them in the future. She saw the three teenagers in the future.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wasn't that the teaser?
Yeah.
It was the three of them in their suits, and Madam Web in her suit, and she was in the air.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that was it.
Okay.
Yeah, so the movie was mediocre. It wasn't anything.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything great.
Yeah.
I guess it does.
And obviously it got a. I don't even know what it's on now, but
it was like the 3.8
or something like that.
The worst ever.
Yeah.
Oh, it was crazy.
I think that's
slayed.
Yeah, I think that's pushing it though. That's harsh.
And when it first came out, it was lower than that.
Yeah, that's harsh.
And we don't even know how much money it made.
Yeah.
But funny enough, it does actually. I mean, you don't really make sequels when the first one is so bad, from a profit point of view. But
True.
They've positioned it in a way that it can only get better.
Yeah.
Bringing those girls back.
True.
Yeah.
Bringing the Spider-Man.
But the actors themselves, though, weren't even proud to be a part of it. Like Dakota,
and I was going to bring that up as well.
Slandering it pretty much.
Yeah.
Like she hated it.
And they kept on changing the script every minute, apparently.
Yeah.
So obviously Dakota Johnson found herself in some trouble because
because she was bashing it.
She weren't happy. So she's definitely not coming back for number 2 anyway. I'll be very surprised.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with that, but still.
But hey ho, you know, it's you know, and for me to do justice to another review that we just did with Echo, again, I felt that this film was a pointless film. I felt it was pointless.
It was.
This was pointless because of how they went about it.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's just,
I think
No link to anything.
just ticking about.
I think Sony tried once again.
They
but
tried.
It's not working.
just didn't quite cut it.
It's not
Then what they
working.
need to do, Sony need to do, they need to just sell back the rights back to Marvel,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
and just leave well alone.
Absolutely.
But the thing
Because
is,
they're not as good.
Yeah, but the thing is with Sony only has this. Sony doesn't own a lot of stuff. So that is why they're holding on to dear life with Spider-Man, because they don't have anything else. This is all they've got.
Well,
and Spider-Man is big, so it's probably bringing in the most money for them. Whether it's not Marvel money, but Sony doesn't have much to their
Well,
name.
Marvel gets a cut anyway from anything that they
Yeah.
do. But
Yeah.
Craven does look good, so
Yeah,
maybe
it
that's
does.
their saviour.
Yeah. As
Maybe
long as they
that's their
don't
saviour.
do this misleading thing again and
Like Deadpool 3 is our saviour.
so they
Or
say.
supposed to be our
Supposedly
say.
kicking things off. Well,
Yeah,
he
they
even said
say.
he's the Marvel saviour.
Yeah.
But
they
anyway,
say.
yeah.
But yeah, well, let's rate it then.
okay.
What number?
To be honest, I feel like it was fitting the rating it got. I'm gonna say
That's low.
I'm gonna say 4.
Okay, fine. Five, 6.
Yeah, I'm not going to give it any more. I'm not going to give it more than I gave the other ones. So no, I will
Yeah,
go with 4,
I'll-
5. I will
yeah.
go with 4, 5.
I'll give 5 probably. 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. All in all,
It could have been much better. It
I
wasn't
did-
rubbish,
as
but
you say in your school reports, room for improvement.
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of room for
A
improvement.
lot.
Yeah.
A lot
A
of room
lot.
for improvement.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, over
Yeah.
to you, alright. Well done.
Yeah, so that was our review of the movie. So let us know what you guys think. We would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment and subscribe and support the family. And we will see you in our next one. Pattern Time out.